What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the lab with another quest build. I have finally found arguably the rarest build in all of NBA 2K22 Next Gen. I have never seen this build on YouTube, wandering the outskirts of the city, at the rec, or even the old gym. This is possibly the only one in existence on 2K22 Next Gen. It has shades of Kelvin Cato, Eric Dampier, Calvin Booth, Keon Clark, Corey Blunt, Eddie Curry, Alonzo Mourning, and Darryl Dawkins. This is the first ever interior big. It took me days of tinkering to find the specific attribute specifications for this build, and I finally found it. It is in one of the rarest trees in all of the game, the Prospect and Rebounder tree. This thing is so rare that it's been down on the oceanic floor this entire time, just enshrouded in darkness in the abyss. So let's just get into it. Here's the blueprint to making this interior big. You're going to make this at center. I think you can make it at power forward as well. We're going to get the jersey number to 1 because there's only one in existence. You're going to be 6'11", 247 behemoth pounds with a 7'9" wingspan. That's max wing. Body shape, we're going to go built because you're going to absolutely dominate your opponents. Who's got the plums to get on this build? We will see. Finishing, you're going to get your close shot to an 85. Max out your driving layup, driving dunk, and standing dunk. Then get your post control to an 81. You can't go higher than I think an 82 post control, or even really you can't go to the next badge threshold on close shot or it becomes a finisher. But 32 finishing badges, you're going to get elite big man contact dunks. You're going to be able to finish amongst the trees. At 6'11", you are not a peanut, you are a behemoth. And you're going to have all of the interior post scoring moves that you want. Hall of Fame poster, Hall of Fame rise up, gold post spin, drop stepper, fast twitch, silver limitless takeoff is crazy on this build as well. This is the Darryl Dawkins in this tree. You're an absolute behemoth, and you're going to take the rim with you. And 32 finishing is crazy on this build. Shooting, we're going to get our midi to a 75. And then our 3-ball max out at a 75 as well. If you did tinker the arm length, you can end up getting a 3-ball with a 76. That's the threshold. You get silver deadeye. You're going to configure this build very specifically. So, tinker with the weight and the arm length at your own discretion. But we're going to max out our free throw to a 93 as well. So when you do get fouled because they're going to just be trying to hack you down there, it's an automatic green free throw basically. 19 shooting badges on this build with Hall of Fame fade ace, gold sniper, silver limitless threes. It's going to be a nice shooting build. I think 75 if you're good behind the sticks. You're going to be fine shooting on this build. It is not a liability. It's not like you have a 0 jumper. You're not punting that at all. So interior big, they can step out and hit that little midi in the short corner is going to be crucial. And then I can also hit those corner threes. This build is looking like an absolute fossil, archaeological dig. We're out here. Then playmaking, you're going to get your pass accuracy to a 66. You can't really go higher than that, but that's the badge threshold anyway. You're going to max out your ball handle and speed with ball. 66 handle on this build is kind of hot, low key, and then a 51 speed with ball is going to be able to give you that for a quick first step on bronze, so you can triple threat juke other bigs. You're a hefty load, but you're gonna have a nice nimble footwork on this build to be able to blow by slower centers. And you do only get 10 playmaking, but you can have bronze bullets, like I said. And then defensively, we're not punting interior defense like the Prospect. You do get your interior D all the way up to a 72. If you go higher to a 73, it is a paint defender. But we're gonna get it, all the way just before to get this interior big name. But 72 interior D is hot. I'd love to have that extra badge, but 72 is hot. Then perimeter D, max that out. Steelies, max that out. Block, max that out. And then the kicker on this build, just like the Prospect, your offensive rebounds can get to that badge threshold 57, but your defensive rebounds cannot go over a 54. If you go over a 54 or your offensive rebounds to a 58, it changes the name to either a finisher or I believe rebounder is in this tree. But since you have your close shot and certain things past a level, it will become a finisher. So you don't get rebounding necessarily on this build. You're going to have to position yourself accordingly, and occupy rebounders or people trying to crash the boards, but you yourself are not necessarily going to go just pluck rebounds. The reason why this is probably so rare is because no one in their right mind would probably have a 54 defensive rebound. But it's going to be interesting to see someone's play style where you can't just go and out athlete your opponent. You actually have to position yourself properly. Jahidi White, Sean May, those kinds of builds that are players that can't just out jump their opponents, but actually have to maneuver and out IQ them and out stick work them. So 16, you're a rim protector. This is like a rim protecting finisher, and you're athletic AF. So this is not a liability on defense, just obviously in the rebounding department. Physicals, we're going to max out basically everything here. Speed, acceleration, strength, vert to an 80, which is crazy, and stamina, that goes all the way up to a 94. So giving this a once over, again, I've never seen this build. 32 finishing, you're an absolute menace inside at 6'11", 247. 99 stand dunk's crazy. 19 shooting, you have a jumper, midi, and 3-ball. That corner and short corner is going to be hot. Also, you can go into the middle of a 2-3 zone and just whop them for days. Free throws super high as well, so not a liability if you get fouled. Could be the technical foul free throw shooter and late game situation shooter as well. Playmaking, nice ball handle, nice speed with ball on the build this big. 66 pass accuracy, some left to be desired, but can get the job done. And then defense and 16 defensive badges, 72 interior D is good. Your defense is nice, you just necessarily can't out rebound your opponent. But with an 84 strength and an 80 vert, you're going to be getting stuff blocks. You're going to be plucking things out the air, and this is a crazy build, man. I've never seen this. This is the first one in existence. So takeover, you get shooting, playmaking, interior D, and post scoring. This could be an interesting just defender build. How do you see interior big, like, oh, what are you? So we're just gonna go stuff blocks. Oh, but I have limitless range. That's crazy. The first ever interior big. This thing's got some just spookiness attached. It was in the ocean the whole time, and we finally found it. The interior big. Let me know what you guys think. Who's gonna have the plums to get on something like this? It is a step above a prospect. I'm gonna be running on this for the foreseeable future, so if you see one in the city, it's probably gonna be me. Quest Sparrow, you know what time it is.